All right, we're on the Dr. William Lester Show, and we are coming to you live from the city of Atlanta on the GameCon Radio Network. And tonight will be more open lines. Now, let's see, what is this? Our first caller is listing his location as undisclosed. So a little cloak and dagger to start the show off with. So let's go to that undisclosed location. Caller, are you there?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. There seems to be some noise, some electronic noise coming across. I don't know.
Well, yes, you have to excuse me. This is just I'm doing some work on board.
Oh, are you out to sea or on a ship?
Well, I'm no, not out to sea, but I am on board a ship. But like I said, my name is Lieutenant Dutton. I'm a systems operations officer.
Okay, so or what are you, U.S. Navy?
No, I'm with the United Earth Space Command. I'm aboard the USS Exeter.
The what?
The United Earth Space Command. I'm currently on board the USS Exeter.
And is that a battleship or some other kind of Navy vessel?
Oh no, that's really the reason I called. I wanted to have the opportunity to explain. It's really exciting, and I know your audience would enjoy hearing about it.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm with an organization called the United Earth Space Command, and I am a lieutenant, second grade, and I'm currently a systems operation officer.
And you said this is the United Earth Space Command? Is this something like NASA?
No, it's a little bit over and above what the NASA boys do. The ship I'm on, the Exeter, is actually right now, as we're speaking, in a low Earth orbit. So I'm speaking to you from several miles outside the Earth's atmosphere.
You're kidding. You're kidding. And again, these sounds that we're hearing, it sounds like some kind of electronic or computer equipment.
Well, I am doing inspection on several of the ship's systems.
Well, this sounds very remarkable. So you're talking about some kind of aircraft, some kind of spacecraft that we have developed?
Well, actually, this is something that's been on the drawing board since about the mid 1960s, and we got this technology. We've been working on this technology for quite some time, and we've actually developed a fleet of ships now. And as I said, I'm aboard the USS Exeter, and I'm running some system checks so that this ship can be deployed on a space mission.
Wow! So a space mission, huh? So is this like going to the moon or Mars?
No, these ships are designed to go much further than that. We have special propulsion technology now that the public, by and large, is not aware of. And I'll be evaluating the propulsion system later on this evening. But right now, I'm looking at navigational systems, communications, medical, etc., weapon systems, and so forth.
Weapon systems. Wow. So this is almost something out of science fiction.
Well, really, yeah. I mean, but you've heard it said that yesterday's science fiction is today's science fact, and so it really has come true. And I'm aboard the USS Exeter, and it will be deploying around this time next month for a deep space mission.
So now you say a deep space mission. So, and this is incredible. Where would a ship like this be going?
Well, I don't know if you follow these stories in the news, but the astronomers have discovered numerous extrasolar planets.
Now, by extrasolar, you're talking about planets that are outside of this solar system.
That's right. There are numerous planets that we know about, and we have the unique opportunity to go out and explore these planets, explore these star systems. And hold on.
Wow, what's going on?
Just getting a computer readout. One moment. Okay. Okay, that looks good.
So you're doing some kind of systems check?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the bridge computer.
Make sure all the navigational controls are functioning properly.
We'll get a skeleton crew on board next week, and get some more manpower up here, and
I mean, so this is very exciting. So you're talking about exploring outside of the solar system. Now, these planets are a long way away. I mean, light years away. Isn't that right?
Well, yeah, that's right. We're talking about planets that are 8, 9, 10 light years away, sometimes even further out. But with our new propulsion technologies, new warp systems, it's really not a problem.
Did you say, wait a minute, did you say warp? Like space warp?
Well, really, yeah, to use a colloquialism, this technology does exist, and it does allow us now to do interstellar travel.
Well, this is remarkable, sir. Can you kind of talk about that? Because I'm sure the audience would like to hear about it.
Well, I won't go into the deeper mathematics and physics of it. It's a little bit tough for the layman, but essentially, this warp technology allows us to create a bubble, if you will, a field of energy called a warp field around the ship.
Okay.
And inside this field of energy, we no longer have to be restricted by the principles of Newtonian science.
Okay, so I don't know.
Well, basically, you've heard the old philosophy that the quickest way between point A and point B is a straight line.
Right.
Well, with this warp technology, that's no longer the case. When the Newtonian physics don't apply, we're able to actually manipulate the fabric of space-time. We're warping or folding space, and it allows us to traverse space great distances in very little time.
So we've actually achieved warp speed.
Well, well, actually, the term warp speed is a little bit of a misnomer.
How so?
Well, it's not actually a speed per se. We're manipulating, like I said, we're folding or warping the fabric of space. And so we're essentially traversing physical space inside a field of energy. And in this field, the ship exists in what we call subspace. And when we fold space-time, we're able to traverse tremendous distances. 5 light years, 10 light years.
So, wow, man, this is crazy. So, if you've got a planet that's 5 light years away,
that means if we were going at the speed of light, it would take 5 years to get there.
Okay, so if you're using this new warp technology, you can get there quicker than 5 years.
That's right. You're talking about a planet that's about 5 light years away. You're talking maybe 4 or 5 days.
Wow, that's an incredible speed.
Well, keep in mind now, we're not talking about a speed. We're talking about warping or folding space. Now think about a piece of paper, and you can put 2 points on that paper.
Okay.
Point A, point B. Of course, you draw a line, and it's a straight shot between them.
Correct.
What if you could fold the paper? You could actually bring point A and point B together, and you haven't traveled linearly.
True.
You've actually folded or warped, manipulated the shape of the paper.
Okay, I got you. So the term warp does not necessarily denote a type of speed, but it refers to manipulating space.
You got it in layman's terms. So again, hold on 1 second.
All right.
Just checking the main viewer screen here.
This is a real education.
Okay, that looks good. So yeah, so like I said, I'm aboard the Exeter, and we have a number of these ships, and they're all in various stages of preparation, and we're going to be going out, and the motto to explore strange new worlds, seek out new life, new civilizations.
Well, yeah, that motto sounds vaguely familiar, and
the other thing is, we kind of jokingly say, to boldly go where no man has gone before, because, we're like the old-time astronauts, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well, that's true. I mean, progress and technology marches on.
That's right. And so, like I said, now I am Lieutenant Dutton, second grade, Systems Operations Officer for United Earth Space Command. And, I just want to come on tonight, and I know you have a rather eclectic, eccentric show, and,
Well, that is true. I mean, one never knows.
and I heard that you were opening up the lines, and I knew we did, of course, on board we don't have traditional phone system.
That's right. How did you get in contact?
Well, we happen to have, our communications technology is very advanced, as you might guess, and we use a device on the principle of subspace radio.
Wow. So what is subspace radio?
Actually, it works similarly to the warp drive technology. We're able to send and receive messages on a scientific principle that is more effective, has a greater range than traditional radio. The signal is carried. Excuse me. The signal is carried on a subspace frequency, a carrier wave, a subspace carrier wave, and it allows us to communicate over great distances. And this is just one of the many technological breakthroughs I wanted to share with your audience tonight, and I think they'll find it fascinating.
Well, absolutely. So apparently we have Lieutenant Dutton, belonging to the United Earth Space Command, which I certainly have never heard of. He's aboard the USS Exeter.
That's right.
Which is right now in orbit around the Earth, and he's calling in to share some of this exciting technology and exciting new developments in the world of science and space exploration. So, Lieutenant, can you hang on through the break, because I'd certainly like to hear more, and I think the audience would too.
Oh no, that's no problem. I'll be doing some systems checks, just continuing to do these scans and running these analyses, and I'll be glad to hang on and talk to you guys after the break.
Okay, great. So, wow. United Earth Space Command. Who'd have guessed it? Wow. All right. Well, we're certainly going to continue with this. We'll be right back. This is the Dr. William Lester Show on the GameCon Radio Network. And we are back on the Dr. William Lester Show with a most remarkable opening. We have been talking to a Lieutenant Dutton, who claims to be a systems operations officer for an organization called the United Earth Space Command. Now, according to the lieutenant, he is currently aboard a spacecraft in orbit around the planet called the USS Exeter, and this is one of numerous ships, according to him, that is being prepped for a series of deep space missions. Now, this is a remarkable revelation to me, and I have heard and read in the past that there was a quote secret space operation going on. I never really gave it much thought, much credence, but apparently, if we can believe what we're hearing, apparently it's true, and apparently now they are coming forward and announcing the existence of this space command, this United Earth Space Command, and he has described some rather remarkable things. So let's get him back with us on the line. Lieutenant, are you with us?
Oh yes, I'm here. I've just been running some scans while you were on your break, and your assessment is correct in many ways. This, for I guess obvious reasons, has been a secret program, and now it's time to kind of announce this to the world. And I guess in many ways I'm part of that program.
Yeah. So obviously you're on here talking about it, so you've been given the okay to discuss these things, and so apparently it's a green light.
Well, yeah, I mean it really is, and we and I'm right now. Pardon the sounds you hear.
No, that's fine.
I'm right now checking the weapon systems and the defense systems.
Well, now you spoke about the weapon system before, so now you're going out into space, and you have weapons. So that suggests to me that you anticipate a need to defend yourself. But the question would be against who?
Well, yeah, that's part of the reason why this operation has been a secret for so long. Because obviously, along with the development of this new fantastic technology, was also the knowledge that there were other intelligent beings in space, and we anticipated running into them.
Okay, so all of these people over the years who talked about aliens and UFOs, and they weren't really crazy.
Oh no, no, not at all. Aliens do exist, and we've been aware of several groups for a number of years. And to be honest with you, some of them are not the not the nicest guys in the world, and we have to be prepared to obviously defend ourselves, defend and protect the interests of the human race, and so I think that forewarned is forearmed.
Wow, well, so you're really breaking some new ground tonight. So, how much can you tell us about these aliens?
Well, before I get into that, I do want to talk about our weapon systems.
Okay.
Basically, these ships, and I use the word ships, but it's more correct to refer to them as starships because of their ability to do interstellar travel.
Okay, so they're starships. Okay, great.
And basically, there are two aspects or three aspects of the weapon system. The first is the phaser, which is the
You said the phaser?
yeah, phasers, and the phasers are essentially high intensity, high yield particle weapons that are fired through a beam of intense focused light, and they are several generations ahead of the traditional laser. These are phasers.
Well, this is beyond belief. Okay, so you have these phasers, all right, an energy weapon.
Yeah, that's right. And the second part is something. Hold on. Get another computer readout. Phaser system. Phaser banks look good. Fully charged, primed, and ready.
Okay.
Now we're getting a look at the photon torpedoes.
A what?
I was about to get into that. Let me hold on. Fine, that looks very good. Targeting scanners, locking mechanism. Okay, good. Yeah, I was just checking.
You said something about some kind of torpedoes.
Yeah, the photon torpedo is another weapon, a high yield explosive warhead that uses antimatter technology, which is very similar to the antimatter that is used in achieving the warp field operations.
Wow, antimatter. So that is a high energy weapon. So you anticipate, or hopefully you won't have to use those type of weapons.
No, hopefully we don't, but it's better to be prepared. It's better to, the old saying, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. There are some hostile alien species out there.
Yeah, tell me about those.
Well, there are some, but there are two that we are most concerned about. There is one particular alien race, and they are we refer to them as the Klingons.
The who?
The Klingons.
Where have I heard that before?
Yeah, the Klingons are a very hostile race, and they're expansionists, aggressive. They tend to be warlike, and any new species that they meet, they tend to regard as a potential enemy. And they're very difficult to deal with, and we need to be on the ready. And so it's kind of like, they're aware of us, we're aware of them, and we're certainly not looking for a fight.
No, of course not.
But we certainly will not hesitate to defend ourselves. The second, hold on.
This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. An aggressive, expansionist race of aliens called Klingons.
Okay, that's got it. Sorry for the hold up.
Oh, no problem. So you were talking about these Klingons.
Yes, a very aggressive race, and they're openly hostile. And but before I go on, I want to talk about the third aspect of our defense systems.
Okay, go ahead.
To protect against potential weaponry from a hostile alien species, every ship is equipped with something called deflector shields.
Deflector shields. Now, what's that?
Well, this is a different type of energy bubble around the ship that deflects high yield weaponry, plasma disruptors, enemy phaser fire if they are equipped with particle weapons, and also high yield explosives, so that the ship has a very formidable level of defense.
Well, you're describing a series of remarkable technological advances, and it's just absolutely astounding to hear all this.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, now you said that there were two alien races that you were concerned about. Who are the others?
Yeah, the other group are called Romulans.
They're called what?
They're called Romulans, and they are also extremely. They're very xenophobic. They're also aggressive. Again, not very friendly. We tried to establish some friendly relations with them, and they basically rebuffed that invitation. And but they have sophisticated ships as well, and they also, we believe, have a highly advanced ability to cloak their ships, and it's called the cloaking device.
A cloaking device.
So they can actually render their ships invisible, and we can't even pick them up on sensors. Certainly no visual communication, and so hold on.
Another computer readout?
Yep, hold on. Just looking at the structural integrity. Oh, that looks great. Marvelous. Good, good. I'll forward this right down to Space Command headquarters.
Okay, you have to.
Hold on. Okay. So these Romulans could be a formidable adversary, and again, we have to be ready. They have this practical cloaking device. Now, one thing we did notice, and we may this may be a potential weakness of the Romulans.
What's that?
When they fire their weapons, they have to disengage the cloaking device, and you can see their ship.
Oh, I see. Why do you think that is?
Our scientists are speculating that because of the high energy output required for cloaking, they have to disengage that system to divert enough power to operate their weapons.
Oh, I see. So if their ship becomes visible, then you can use your weapon systems.
Exactly. We can lock on phasers and fire. And we're not really sure if they have shielding as we do, but that cloaking device is a serious challenge.
Well, the Romulans and the Klingons. This is and look, I've read a lot of science fiction in my time, so I mean, some of this stuff sounds familiar.
Well, you're probably just pulling a lot of this stuff. You're probably just thinking back to everything you've read, and obviously there's going to be some similarities because a lot of our technology, a lot of our everyday technology, really has its roots in our science fiction literature. And so when I describe these very real technologies, warp speed, phasers, photon torpedoes, obviously it's going to trigger some memories from some of the early science fiction that you read.
I guess you're right. There's just so much of what you said that sounds so very familiar. Um,
Well, again, we're going to be taking these ships out, and I know one thing we've done to try to minimize conflict with the Romulans. We have set up a mutually agreed part of space that neither side can enter into.
okay, that sounds reasonable.
And this is what we refer to as the neutral zone. And neither side should enter the neutral zone. And if either side does, it essentially constitutes an act of war, and we certainly want to avoid that.
Oh my God, war with an alien race?
Right, and we know the Romulans are serious, and they certainly know that we mean business, and so these are the type of things that the United Earth Space Command is very cognizant of, and so I'm going to after I finish these inspections, I'm going to be beaming down.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to be beaming down.
Wait a minute. Beam down.
That's right. It's a we call it a transporter, and you can beam up and down. You basically it breaks down the molecules in your body and reassembles them at another point in space.
Now, you know what? Now it just occurred to me. This is like Star Trek.
It's like what?
This is like Star Trek.
I'm not familiar with that. What is Star Trek?
Star Trek, it's a very popular science fiction television show. It started back in the 60s and it's been on television and in movies in a million different incarnations.
Hold on.
No, hold on.
Just a minute.
No. Sir, I'm familiar with Star Trek, and now that I'm sitting here thinking about it,
Yeah?
the Klingons and the Romulans and the neutral zone, these are all things from Star Trek.
Again, I'm not familiar with anything having to do with a Star Trek. I've never heard of it. You claim that it's some kind of television show, and I'm busy up here doing.
You're not busy up there doing anything. This is a prank call, and I've had you on the line all this time, and you've been pulling my leg. Are you kidding me?
Well, I don't know what you mean. I was assigned to the USS Exeter.
What do you mean you were assigned to the USS Exeter?
Well, I just went up online.
What? You went up online? This is an online. This is some kind of role playing.
Can I be honest with you, sir?
I really wish you would.
I am a Star Trek fan. I went up online to starfleetacademy.com.
Oh my God, starfleetacademy.com.
Starfleetacademy.com. I enrolled in Starfleet.
Uh-huh.
Graduated with honors. Got a field commission. I currently hold the rank of lieutenant, second grade,
This is ridiculous.
and I'm currently a systems operations officer, and I'm serving on the USS Exeter.
Sir, you know what? This is outrageous.
Well, I don't know why you think it's outrageous. You like Star Trek too.
Yeah, I do like Star Trek, but I don't pretend to be a Starfleet officer.
Well, let's just say I took my love of Star Trek to the next level.
But sir, you've been on here for a half an hour telling us all these things about photon torpedoes and transporters and all of these things as if it's real.
Well, who's to say it's not?
But sir, this is all made up stuff. This is a television show. And turn off those sound effects.
Well, I think it adds a touch of realism to the show.
I said turn them off.
All right.
Now, you've been on my show now for 2 segments claiming to be a lieutenant second grade representing the I can't even get it right.
United Earth Space Command.
United Earth Space Command, telling us about starships and warp drive and Klingons and Romulans and the neutral zone, and you've just been play acting.
Well, like I said, I had you going there, huh?
Yeah, you had me. And turn that off. All right. Now, look, yes, I am a Star Trek fan. I've been watching Star Trek forever. I enjoy it. It's exciting. It's fun. It's imaginative. And yeah, I hope our future is like it is on Star Trek. But um, you, you can't call up my show and just kind of perpetrate a hoax on the public because they're listening to you as I was, and I was astounded at some of the things you were saying. Well, like I said, it's all part of being a successful Starfleet officer. But you're not a Starfleet officer. There is no such thing as Starfleet. Well, like I said, I went to starfleetacademy.com. Yeah, I know you went to starfleetacademy.com, enrolled, graduated, and got a field commission. So, is there? Was this the whole point of your call, just to carry this charade to the next level? You guys sit around and have a couple of laughs. Well, yeah, we got a couple of guys here, and everybody, of course, is in regulation uniform. Oh, get out of here! Everybody's in regulation uniform. Well, everybody's got the proper insignias and everything, and their phasers and hand communicators, and we're just having a lot of fun. It's a Saturday night. What do you want from me? Oh God, what I want from you is for you to get off of my line, and again, please turn off those sound effects. All right, that better? Lots better. Thank you. Well, you don't have the most exciting show in the world, and we just thought we'd call in and help you out. Yeah, but I don't need that kind of help. Okay. Well, it's you strive to be entertaining. Yeah. And I guess you fancy yourself as being a funny guy, and you want to make the people laugh, and I think I helped you out. You helped me out by making a fool out of me in front of my listeners. Well, I think you did it to yourself. Come on, warp drive. Come on, yeah, come on. Klingons and Romulans. I mean, how many whiskeys have you had tonight, sir? That's a and turn that off. All right, it's off. Well, since you've completely hijacked the show, why not take it to the fullest extent? Is there anything else that you have to say? Well, I just want to say we're going to be out there, and we're going to. Would you please turn that off? All right. So we're going to be out there next couple of months. We're going to be kicking some Romulan ass. Oh, okay. All right, that's it. All right. All right. Well, I hope he had a good laugh. He and his other fellow Starfleet officers of the United Earth Space Command. Oh, boy. And he thinks I've been having whiskeys? He hadn't seen anything yet. All right. Again, I open the phone lines up. I asked for this. This is the Dr. William Lester Show, and we will be back after several whiskey shots.